Well, it's been a couple weeks since we've been out here. We've been on family vacation over Christmas and New Year's. Out changing trail camera cards. Just wanted to check these plots, and we don't have a lot of snow. Things are pretty melted, and I really don't see that the deer are eating these yet, or maybe I'm wrong. We haven't had fresh snow in, I don't know, a month and a half. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on here. A lot of tracks, old tracks, some new tracks. Trying to tell if the tops of these are eaten off or if they're just broke off. No, I kind of think they're browsed off. So maybe they are now eating the tops. Must be. I've got a couple of cameras actually pointing at the brassicas if they've worked. I don't know, I've just had some spells the camera's not working, so I guess I'll see. Well, first one I checked already. Don't know why, everything looked fine. It didn't take a picture. So I don't know if the SD card's bad or what, but well, we'll look at the other ones and see. I don't know if they're starting to eat the tops of this or what's going on, but we're gonna sneak in here and check this card quick. Let's change the card quick and see. We haven't had snow in so long. This trail is literally packed down to ice. They have it beaten down. There's a few trails that run through here. Let's see, I don't want to get on it too much and get too much scent, but that trail is just iced over. It kind of filters out here, goes a couple different directions once it gets out here. Cruz is looking for some creek fish. We do have some chubs that run through here, some little, or shiners or whatever they are, I don't know. Cruz was gonna do some squirrel hunting when he got out here, but realized he got out here and his gun's broke. So I guess we have to figure out what happened last time he used it. So, well, we're over here checking this other camera. Last one I checked looks like it worked. That was that good cutty back. That seems to be working. I've got some new cutty backs out here. They're the cheaper ones. We'll see how they work. Kind of looking at this plot again. A lot of green here. A lot of matter here yet. A lot of plant matter. Got a trail coming up here. We're gonna go down here and look. Got lots of tracks coming down through the middle of here. Well, let's see what we got going on down here. Got a high traffic area here. You can see if there's a heavy trail coming up there. Going this way. Coming up through this way. Same thing here. I don't really know what the deer are doing with this. I mean, they look like the tops are starting to get chewed off, but not a lot. Got a camera here. These are some of these cheaper 8 megapixel cutty backs. I bought a couple of these before we went on vacation. This one did not work. Oop, I'm standing in the shadow. This one didn't work before I left. I had it on video mode. The only video it had was me standing in front of it. So I'm not sure. I switched it over to picture mode. I have 2 of these. The other one worked fine in pictures. They're not the greatest pictures, but it's a cheap camera. I bought these on sale for like 39 bucks. So we'll pull the card on this one, see if we got anything, if this is working. Obviously, if it's working, we should have a ton of pictures here. So let's see what we got. Well, I'm gonna check this other cutty back. The one I just checked, when I opened up the back, it said full. Not sure what that meant. Like I said, the first time I used it, had it in video mode for about 5 days. Didn't get any video other than me walking right in front of it. So I'd switched it to picture mode. I pulled the card, it said full. When I threw it in the computer quick, it seemed fine. Looked like it was taking pictures good, detection was good. You know, mediocre pictures for a cheap camera. But it only ran for like 6 days, then it quit. So for the last 7 probably days, it hasn't been taking pictures, and the card was not full. It was a 16 gig card. and it wasn't anywhere near full. So not sure why it said full. I'm gonna have to reread the instructions and see what was going on. Let's open up this one. Yeah, this one looks like it's taking pictures. So I'll check this one. This one worked fine last time. I'm not sure what's going on with that other one. Thought I had it figured out, but I'll change this one and go for a little walk. Okay, here's the last plot. Let's see, we got us a little turnip or whatever that was. Let's walk out here. Again, I can't really tell if they're eating out here. I'm gonna have to get some better trail cameras pointed out here that work. See what's going on. And you can see, like, you know, the tops are getting chewed on. Don't know if that's deer or turkey. Again, we haven't had snow in like a month and a half now. In fact, it's almost all melted out here. And you can see the tops are getting chewed. There's a ton of green out here. I mean, this produced just a lot of foliage, a lot of tonnage, whatever you want to call it. Here we've got some, nope, that's a rock. Thought we had a turnip, just ended up being a rock. I didn't end up with a lot of, I think I've shot that in some of the other videos. Didn't end up with a lot of big roots, root balls. Oh, there's one. I'm gonna kind of kick it and break it up. There was a turnip or a rutabaga or whatever it is. So I don't really see them eating that yet. Oh, there's another one right there. Yeah, so that's pretty decent. So I don't really see them eating that yet, but my dad was out and he said there is still corn out in the field. Not a lot, they've gleaned most of it, but she's getting right down there, but the last little bit they're still picking through, so we'll see as this gets colder and they run out of grains in the field. They'll come down in here.
There's one.
Oh yeah, there's one. So they're definitely here. We'll see what happens. This is the second year for these. Maybe they won't be a success. Maybe next year I'll plant something else if they don't eat this. But we've got we're just the beginning of January. We got a couple of good hard months of winter yet. Of course, it's really warm right now. It's 40 degrees out here, so it's really nice. I've got a camera here that's kind of pointed out here. I'll see if there's anything on there that looks like it's eaten. I think the last video I did, I had shot where you could see there's a few little deer eating, a lot of turkeys eating on it. So, well, we'll pull this card here and go check them and see if they're working. So I was looking through the trail camera cards here. I wanted to kind of see what's been out eating those brassicas, and there's definitely deer in there eating. I mean, like, here's a sequence little buck out there. You know, he's definitely out there eating, spending some time. Doesn't look like they're digging yet. Here's another, just a little one out there, spent some time eating. So they're definitely out there. Let me see if I can find some more pictures here quick. The turkeys are out there real thick. Let me find, I mean, there's some, you can see the turkeys are out there a lot eating. So, I mean, it's definitely getting hit. Yeah, you can see the turkeys are out there eating. So, like I said, they're not really in it pawing yet at it, but they're definitely in there digging through it. I found I don't know where it's at here, but I did have a little picture of a little buck had some, it looked like he'd been eaten and had something hanging out of the corner of his mouth. I don't know where that one went, but anyways, basically turkeys and deer. It looks like they're eating the tops pretty good, so I'll keep an eye on that, see what happens. Otherwise, it looks like they're still up in the corn. There's a little bit of corn up there, but not much left. Did see a little bit. It's getting thinned out quite a bit, but otherwise it's looking good. Looks like the animals are starting to eat the brassica plots. So I'll finish going through these cards and see what I see. So I do have a camera on the other end of this brassica plot. It gets just a ton of traffic. You can see there's just a bunch of deer coming through there. I don't have anything of them feeding. There are brassicas here where they're walking down through here. This was that new cuttyback. For some reason, it didn't get the last like 5 days of pictures. I don't know why. When I opened it up, it said full. I haven't really been able to find in the directions what that meant. The SD card was definitely not full, so I'm not sure why it stopped taking pictures. But this brassica plot, definitely not seeing anything down here really eating. I guess there's, a few of them got their heads down, but not a lot. But this is just the very edge of that plot. Thinking I might turn the camera and get it out on the plot more. Hopefully it keeps working and taking pictures. But got a little bit of excitement on one of the cards. I'll bring that here in another video. So here's my interesting pictures from the card pull. This guy definitely looks like he's got a stalk in his mouth. Looks like he was in eating the brassicas, so definitely looks like the deer are eating it, which is good news. This guy, I'm not sure what's going on. I've never seen a deer with that going on, so I don't know if he's in the process of shedding or what. A little weird. A couple fox, but this guy right here, dated 12/26, he's missing a side. Pretty sure that little buck's missing a side, and ding, ding, ding. I don't know if this is the same buck or not, but as you can see, on 12/31, there's a shed buck. So, don't know if it's the same buck or not, but kind of exciting. It's pretty early in the year, already December to be shedding, but I guess we better start looking. Well, that's all I got, so I'm going to wrap up this video.